Hey you, thank you for joining us again. So you're back with the Pest Interceptors. Before we describe what we're doing today, don't forget to like and subscribe. I think there's a button down there or up there or down there, I'm not sure where it is. Cluster flies again. So we're back to cluster flies, it's that time of the year. It's kind of an interesting one, that's why we're doing a little video on this one. This house has got more sunny sides than, I don't know how to describe that really, but if you look, the sun's over there, and the sun catches this wall, this wall, this wall. So on a normal house it would just catch maybe one or two of the two facets of the house. But on this house, as you can see, it's catching there, and round the back of the house it's exactly the same as well. Got some rather nice pumpkins here. But they're not what's causing the problem, these are cluster flies. And cluster flies are horrible little insects. If you go to our website, we've actually got a page dedicated to cluster flies, and it'll explain all about their life cycle, how they parasitise little earthworms, and every year they hatch out at the autumn time as adult flies and come back and they go into your lofts. And you might have seen our other video where they were all in the Velux windows. This house here, it's like I say, it's a bit of a problem one because we can't really use smokes here because it's a bungalow. They've got really nice furnishings and fabrics and stuff like that. We don't want the smell of the smoke lingering for the customers. So we're going to be using fogging aerosols basically, which basically will fill 400 metres cubed. Each aerosol that we let off, it will just fill the whole void space up and kill any adult flies that it gets to. We'll be doing that up in the loft as well. This has actually got one big loft, but we'll let two off there just in case, because that's what the Pest Interceptors do. We like to do the job properly. And we're also going to be using a residual insecticide. Remember residual insecticide? It stays working for a long time. This is one that's designed for resting flies basically. So when the cluster flies go on the sunny side of the house, which is pretty much all the house, at some point of the day to warm themselves up, there'll be insecticide wherever they rest. So we're going to spray all around the window frames, and then we're going to let all these aerosols off. And on this one, remember we were saying that we'd be looking at the roof after we'd let off the smokes in that other one that we did? It'd probably be the previous video or the one after this. I don't know how YouTube's going to put them out to you. But this roof, I've got a funny feeling we'll see loads of them coming out all over the place, because the customer's been quite lucky here because temperatures dropped quite low last night, so it'll push a load of the cluster flies into the loft space, and that's why there's not millions of them around the windows, because that's been a real concern for them. So in we go. I'm going to start with get all our safety gear on, and then we're going to go and spray around the windows, and then we'll let off the aerosols, and we'll keep you posted. And don't forget what you got to do: like and subscribe, and by all means hit the notification button, because it's not just cluster flies we do. As you know, we save honeybees, we save bumblebees, we do rats, mice, squirrels, you name it, we'll get rid of it for you. And thank you for watching. So here we are inside now. What we've actually done on this one, we've left all these up because this is going to be a great place for us to spray the residual insecticide, because the residual insecticide will carry on working, killing the resting flies every time they land on these or the window frames. We've also cracked open the windows a little bit so it dries out faster, because as soon as it's dry it starts working to kill the cluster flies. So what we do is we spray all the way around the frames. Because they won't be hiding in these style of window frames as a rule. But what they will be doing is they will be coming back here in the daytime. This at the moment, this window over here, look, is in the sun. So they'll tend to be clustering up there when they have a warm day. Today they're not there because they've all gone up in the loft because they think winter's here, which has played right into our hands, because the more cluster flies we're killing with the aerosols up in the loft, the better the job is going to work. Do both sides of the window. Oh, this one hasn't been turned up. We spray both sides of the blinds so it gets more surface area covered. And we'll do this all over the house, and we'll come back to you when we do the aerosols. Yeah. As you can see, this is a one-shot release. Fills all the void space up. There we go, there's a one-shot filling up all that void space. You're going to let these off in all the loft spaces, all the rooms. There's going to be no holding place for the butterflies. See that downstairs now. Another successful cluster fly job done by the pest interceptors. Sadly, they didn't all come flying out of the roof tiles like they do usually. They usually do that. That's 2 in a row I've said to you, oh, we're going to look outside and they'll be coming out of the roof tiles like Billy O, and they haven't been. But that doesn't mean that the treatment hasn't worked. It just means that it's probably got to the flies before they had the chance to actually get out and try and escape. Even if they had tried to escape, it's all too late for them, I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. I'd be afraid if my mum was a cluster fly, I suppose, but she's not. So, but horrible little creatures, nasty things, and now they're dead nasty things thanks to the pest interceptors. Thank you for watching.